Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Christian Morris with Ashley the Classic Detailing. Today, I'm going to be going over what you need in order to start your auto detailing business. So first things first is that we're gonna go step by step, everything that you're gonna need, bare bones, like a nothing extra, nothing short. But first thing you are going to need is a hose. Now, a lot of people recommend that you get a 100-foot hose just because you don't know how far their water spigot is going to be whenever you show up, if you are going to go into the mobile detailing business. So I recommend, me personally, I recommend that you get two 50-foot hoses. This is the method that I use because I am in the mobile detailing business. So I bought two 50-foot hoses because if their spigot is not that far, it's going to be pretty hard to manage a 100-foot hose. So that's why I use two 50-foot hoses. And if I needed the distance at all, I have this little adapter. You can get these at Walmart. They're very cheap, like maybe like $2-3. So that if your 50-foot hose is too short, you have your 50-foot extra as a backup, and you can use this to connect. That way you guys aren't in a predicament there. And then next thing you will need is a drop cord or an extension cord, whatever you guys want to call it. This is a 50-foot one. Same thing with the hoses. I bought two. They're both 50-foot in length. Just because sometimes I don't need to have to deal with a 100-foot hose or drop cord. Just makes it easier on myself. You guys can go that route, but minimum 50-foot. It'll work out. And then next, you are going to need a vacuum. So this is a Bauer. This is straight out of Harbor Freight. People want to upsell you to get a Rigid. I've worked with those before. They're good vacuums. They're very expensive, but these do, I think, a better job. They have more suction, more power. They're a lot better to me. But go whatever route that you want to. But this is the one that I use. Now, the next thing that you are going to want to need is a pressure washer. Now, I have a electric one right here. This is a Hyper Tough. I got it from Walmart. It's $200, 1,800 PSI. I believe 1.5 gallons per minute, but it is electric. For those that are just starting off, I would recommend an electric pressure washer only because you won't have to spend more money on gas. But me, for now, this is just something that I'm trying to sell right now because I don't really need it. But I actually have a gas pressure washer. It's rated at 3,100 PSI, 2.5 gallons per minute, and it works excellent. And I like it a lot. I like gas a lot better because I don't have to deal with the drop cord, only a hose and the pressure hose, and that's it. And it offers a lot more power. That way I have to do a lot less. I have a lot less time actually rinsing the vehicle off. So that makes it a lot easier. Right now I'm talking about all the equipment you'll need. I'll go into the products that I personally like to use here in a bit. And then the next thing you are going to need is, I'm not doing this in order, by the way, if I can just take from the list, whatever. But next thing you are gonna need is a dual action polisher. I got this from Harbor Freight, again, cheap. And I've had this for about 2 years, and it's corded. And I have not had one single hiccup at all. And people want you to spend at least like $500 on a dual action polisher. This was $130 for me at Harbor Freight. It might be more now, I don't know, but this has been very good to me. Never had any issues with it at all. But the only thing that I need to do with this thing is just replace the pads, and that's it. And yep. Now, the next thing that you would want to need is an extractor. Now, I don't use an extractor per se, like either a Bissell or a Mighty that some people have. One thing that I use is actually another smaller shop vac. I used to have a Bissell spot clean, but that thing took shit on me, so I had to kind of in the middle of a job, actually, the Bissell took a shit on me, so I had to kind of make do with what I had. So all I had was this shop vac. I put the filter for the water on it, and then I grabbed the head of the Bissell and I stuck it on the end of this, and I had a spray bottle that I would use to kind of dilute the extra solution that was left in the carpets or the seats or whatever I was cleaning. And this thing had a lot more suction than the Bissell, which I found to be quite surprising. So this is what I use now. And those of you that are gonna say like, oh, you need an extractor because you know it's gonna shoot water and it's gonna further dilute the solution, you guys are correct, but the way I further dilute the solution when I'm using the shop vac with just a regular extractor head on it is I'll spray it with water, and it ends up coming out a lot drier initially, and I have to wait less time for it to dry. So, you know, it's a win-win. Now, the next thing you will need for extracting purposes, for getting stains out of carpets and seats and whatnot, you're gonna need a drill. Now, this is a really cheap one that I bought like 3 years ago. I've been using it around for like home projects and shit, but this actually works very well for its intended purpose for the detailing section. It cost me, I actually got a bundle. I came with an impact driver and this one for $100, 2 batteries, and the charger, which was an absolute steal considering that this has lasted me for 3 years. The batteries as well. One thing that I'd recommend is that the batteries that come with this are gonna be 1.5 amp hour batteries. They don't last that long. The one thing that I do recommend that you go do if you do buy this type of drill is go out and get a 4 amp hour battery, because it's gonna last longer, it's gonna offer a little more power for the tool. But yeah, I've had this for 4 years, and I've never had an issue with it. The batteries have lasted that long too, even though I don't use them. I've since bought new batteries for it, but they still work, and this thing still works. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is drill brushes. All right. Now these come very, very handy when it comes to detailing. When you're doing your initial vacuum, these will come in handy because these will agitate the dirt that is kind of sunk down in the carpet and whatnot, and it'll release a lot of it. So, you know, it'll make vacuuming a whole lot easier. And then when it comes towards the extracting side, this will obviously agitate your solution in either the seats or the carpet, whatever you're cleaning, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Then next you will need is detail brushes. These are gonna come in handy. One thing that I like to do whenever I get new detail brushes is that I'll typically designate one as like a scrubber. So this one I would use as like a duster in between the cracks and lines and everything like this. But this is the one that would get actually down and dirty. And these are essentially the same. The only difference is that I cut this one shorter to make the bristles a little more stiff. That way, when I'm cleaning the actual interior, you know, I can get down and dirty with this one with all the disgusting shit that I see in other vehicles. But now, when it comes to vacuuming as well, this is another product that you're gonna need. This is the Lily Brush. This is probably the only product that I've seen and used that actually gets dog hair and pet hair out. So if you're gonna be detailing, you're gonna be vacuuming. A lot of people have fucking dogs. A lot of them don't give a shit about the quality of their interior, and they let their dogs sit and shed and they don't ever clean it. So, and those dog hairs, what I find is that this will pick up a lot of long hair breed dog hair just fine. But when you start getting into like Chihuahuas or Pit Bulls, you know, they got really short hair and they're pretty much almost like needles, and they'll essentially dig themselves deeper into either the carpet or the fabric of the seats, and it's pretty much impossible. But yeah, this Lily Brush will help get a majority of that stuff out. So this is definitely essential. And then next, this is a pump sprayer. I got this from Walmart, it cost me $2, it holds a gallon. Basically just pull this out. If I can fucking do it, there you go. Pull that out, start pumping it, and then it should fucking spray. Yep, use that for your cleaning solution, and you should be good. Next thing you're gonna need is microfiber drying towels. Get a whole pack of them. They cost like 15 bucks at fucking Walmart. They're good quality. Get a little tote for them like I did, just so that you can keep them clean and separate from everything else. I have a separate bucket that I use for my dirty microfibers whenever I need to wash them. Then next, you're going to need a wash bucket. It's gonna have those little grates at the bottom, and then you're gonna need a wash mitt. Both of these came from Walmart, so you know, if you're like, pretty much everything that I have here is from Walmart. So these other people are gonna tell you to that you're gonna want like the most expensive equipment, most expensive shit, when you don't need to, when you can achieve the same results, if not better results, with Walmart products, you know? And obviously wash mitt you need to take care of. If you don't take care of it, you're gonna have to end up replacing it a lot more often. So now, let's see. Next one, this is a very important one. You're gonna need a steamer. Again, this is Bissell. I got this from Walmart, $30. It might be more now, but it was $30 when I bought it. It comes with a whole shit ton of fucking attachments. It works very well, especially when you're dealing with cup holders or stains that you can't really get out with the drill brush method in either the carpet or the seats. You know, say you got oil or something like this will help break it down. And this, I've had this for about a year and a half, and it's worked very well. So now on to the products side of everything. So again, all of this stuff comes from Walmart, and all of this stuff I get great results from. If you're gonna be working exterior, you're gonna need a soap. And when I reach for a soap, what I reach for is Purple Power Vehicle and Boat. Now this stuff costs like maybe $6 at Walmart. I like using this. Before I bought this, I did a bunch of reviews on it, and everybody was saying in the comments, all these professional detailers, they were saying down in the comments, talking about, well, yeah, I would only use that if I needed to strip a wax. You know, it's great at that. And I found that it's great at that as well. But if you're starting off detailing, you're not gonna have a lot of return customers. So whenever you get a new vehicle in, you're not gonna know if it's gonna have a wax on it already. So if you're gonna do the exterior work, you might as well strip the whole paint anyway, because you're gonna have to end up applying a wax. And this doesn't foam as good as some other soaps, but it definitely works better than a lot of other soaps. If you do want it to foam, my suggestion is they got like a $3 concentrate. It's made by Rain-X. It's a type of soap that foams up really well as well. Just mix it in with this in your foam cannon and it'll foam up and stick. So fucking try this out. It's pretty damn good. And that's one thing I did forget to show you guys, was your foam cannon. And that's made by Black Max. Got it at Walmart. It's $30. I've had this for 2 years now, and it's never given me any trouble at all. People want to sell you those fucking $150, $200 fucking foam sprayers when it doesn't fucking matter, only because like literally it's getting the solution on there. I can do a video on how this fucking works, and it's got a nozzle here for how much soap you want. You can go for less, or you can go for more, and you can change your angle by twisting this. But this is really good. I'll make a post on this. I'll post a review on this, but I'll show you guys that this does as good a job as some of those $150 fucking $200 foam sprayers. And you know, it's just something, if you're starting out, that's just something that you don't need to spend your money on ever at all. It's just not worth it, to me, in my opinion. Then the next thing, that as far as products go, you're gonna need another bucket for your wheels, a brush. This is at Walmart, maybe $1 something. Fucking cleans your wheels really nice. I've used this thing for a while. Use that separate bucket to clean your wheel brushes and bullshit like that. Now, the one wheel and tire cleaner that I've found that is the best for me is Meguiar's Purple Bottle Hot Rims Wheel and Tire Cleaner. This stuff is fantastic. It works amazing. But yeah, go out and get this. I guarantee you this shit fucking works. If you're just starting off, this shit is what you're gonna need. It's the best. And then what else? Alright, so now for vehicle exterior, what we were just talking about, you are going to need bug and tar remover. This is made by Turtle Wax. I'm not sure you can even find this shit anymore, but you know, just go and find yourself a bug and tar remover. This shit works really good. Next thing you're gonna need is either, a spray wax or just a traditional wax. This is a Carnauba wax made by Meguiar's. This is really good. I saved this for my own vehicle. I use this for my own vehicle, but when it comes towards other people's vehicles, If any of you guys have watched any of Project Farm's videos, he did a video on which is the best spray wax, and after layering it on, he had used bug and tar remover, wheel and tire cleaner on it, and this is the one that he picked to be the best, made by Hybrid Solutions. When I use it, it's a pretty damn good wax, I think. Easy, spray on, buff off, it's good to go. Next one. Now, I haven't always been good at applying tire shine, and that's because it came out of the spray bottle. But what I found is a product by Meguiar's. Also, all these products are found at Walmart. Made by Meguiar's Hot Shine. Comes in an aerosol spray. It's pretty big. It lasts you maybe about 10 vehicles. But this stuff is really nice. But if you don't want this, go and buy yourself a fucking tire shine. Anything that you think might be good. Now for vehicle exterior, about the most I'll ever do as far as it comes to polish is a one-step polish, and that's about it, just for the shine. But for that, I use Turtle Wax rubbing compound if I need it to go deeper. Then I would move into Turtle Wax polishing compound. I've had both of these for I won't say a year. I haven't had to use too much of it, but they work really well. And then I think this is the last item. Yeah, but glass cleaner. This is what I use, Sprayway. It's a very, very good product, sold at Walmart, as you guys guessed, but very good product. And yeah, that looks to be about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm brand new to YouTube, but hopefully I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos on as far as detailing goes, tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my 5 years as a detailer. And hopefully I can start posting once every week. I am in a new location, so my business is just starting to take off here a little bit. But thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe. Peace out.